Going on? What's going on? It's TK the poet. You already know it, so you ain't got to quote it. And if I spoke it, you already know what that mean. Y'all wrote it. We are here. Y'all see what it is. The pen sick. You got the merch. TK the poet. Check out the merch. We got the shirts and got the merch. We got all that. Man, we here to talk about Poetry Life League. Here to talk about week 4. No, week 4 is gonna get ready to drop this Monday. So we're gonna have to do a little recap and see what really went on this weekend and see what the poets thought and see what the judges felt about the poets. And we just gonna keep it interesting. A lot of poets that been talking in the background. They've been having a lot of chatter. So this is the time for the poets to clap back at the judges and like, what are y'all talking about? My poem was fire. And you gave me a what? So we're gonna talk about it. We're really gonna talk about it. We're gonna get into this. And I'm gonna bring up one of the judges right now. I'm gonna bring up B Rich. B Rich to the stage. What's going on with you?
What's happening? What's happening?
Hey man, we coolin', man. Tell the people who you are and where you're from, what team you represent.
This B Rich with Do Seven Records, representing Team Diagnosis. I'm based out of Dallas, Texas right now, but I reside and I'm born and raised in Kansas.
Okay, okay, okay,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
So let me take this banner off real quick. How do you feel about this weekend? Before we bring the
Ooh
poets up,
wee!
how do you feel?
It was emotional. It got real,
Mm.
and you know, as time keeps going on, everything keeps elevating, and the way we judge and the way we feel, I expect everybody to keep coming with a top-notch performance. I expect everyone to bring it whatever. If they not getting those 90s or 85s and 90s, they need to reverse or redo their thinking of how they're coming to reach certain judges. And they know as of now we're gonna have guest appearances, and they should know by now how most of these judges are judging.
Right,
So
right. So
everybody's not gonna judge the same, sir.
no, that is a fact. I think the judges, we as judges, we getting the burnt end of the stick. We getting the backlash. Like, what are y'all doing? Who is y'all? Y'all rappers. How y'all gonna judge poetry? I mean, we know we've been getting a lot of slack from a lot of these poets, man. But hey, we judge it, righteously. So, but how do you feel about E Hart? Legendary E Hart, battle rapper for Queen of the Ring, URL. Shout out to E Hart. How do you feel about her coming in and judging and bringing that energy?
And this is like I tell everybody, it's about entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
It is almost impossible to judge these wonderful poems and poets. We know y'all are God sent. We know y'all take y'all time and this is y'all life. We're not playing with your life. All we want to do is elevate and make sure that we give you the stage that you need to make sure that whatever you dealing with, you're going to be the best that you can be. So I appreciate Ehart coming in from a different perspective. And like I said, nobody's going to ever judge the same. If they do, it is a miracle.
No, that's a fact. It been on a couple times we've been in the same accordance and stuff like that. So it's kind of rare, but sometimes it be like that.
Right, exactly. And like I said, it's like football. It's like any given Sunday. You may come with some fire, but you may say the wrong poem against another opponent that can throw it all the way out. And it is about timing. It's about going first, going second. It's about the impact. It's about being in your stage. And what I mean by stage, and this is what you mean a lot. You cannot be doing things that the judges can't catch. So like if you're performing, you should be standing up or you should be acting it out. You should have body movement. Or if you're not gonna have body movement, you better have that slick talk. If you ain't gonna have the slick talk, you better have something that everybody can relate to.
I mean,
That's
that's
just
a
what
fact.
it
That's a
is.
fact. I mean, that's a fact. Like I tell you, being a poet is it's a tough job because you have to be a performer. You got to be an actor. You got to be a writer. There's so many elements for performing and doing poetry. Like you have to be that guy. So hey, if you want to be champion of poetry life, hey, you got to come with it.
You do.
You got to elevate your game. But man, look, I'm gonna want to bring up a couple of these poets up real quick. I'm gonna bring up my girl Shorty Rock. Shorty Rock. Shorty Rock. Tell the people who you are, where you from, and what team you represent. We can't hear you. You muted. You're muted. Can't hear you.
Thank you. All right, I'm Shorty Rock out of North Carolina representing Team Diagnosis.
In the building, in the building, in the
Representing
building.
Poetry
We
Life
lovers, not
League.
fighters.
Representing
Okay.
Poetry Life League where the pen is sick. Check us out.
Talk heavy. Talk heavy. Man, look, I'm gonna bring on another one of your teammates, Beauty the Poet. Beauty the Poet. Tell the people who you are and where you from and what team you represent.
What's up with it, y'all? It's your girl Beautiful and represent Team Diagnosis. Y'all already know I'm spitting in the cup of Poetry Life League. My bad, y'all, my kids just interrupted me. But y'all know I'm from Louisiana, and y'all know what the time is. Shit. I'm
Hey, it's time
definitely
to
a
get
pen
active.
person.
Let's get it. Man, look, I'm going to bring up another poet real quick. I'm going to bring up Nick Nova. Nick Nova's in the building. Hey, your battle's going to get ready to drop in a minute, like at what, 7:30? No, 8 o'clock in about 9 more minutes. Your battle with the poet has spoken finna get ready to drop, man. We're going to get into that, though, too. But, man, tell the people who you are, where you from, and what team you represent.
My name is Nick Nova. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, and I represent Bold Words.
Bold words in the building, man. All right, all
Hey,
right.
to run the views up.
Let's get it, man. Look, hey, please check out that Nick Nova and the poet has spoken, man. That was a fire one. It's dropped in about. Let me look at my watch in about 8 more minutes. Man, y'all tune in today. It's gonna be fire. And I'm gonna bring up one more poet real quick. Lady Crucible in the building. Tell the people who you are and where you're from and what team you represent.
Lady Crucible, aka the Mistress of Mayhem, aka the Debutante of Destruction, aka Mama's Little Tasmanian Devil, representing Chi Town, team captain of what? The Red Motherfucking Dragon.
Let's
Ooh, talk
go.
heavy.
Let's
Talk heavy.
go. Hey man, look, man, before we get into this, man, look. We have the merch, we have the shirts, they finna get ready to go out real soon. I want y'all to check out some of this dope stuff that we got, man. Look, that kind of upside down. I'm gonna fix it for you, but we got the red dragons. We got, we have the merch and shirts, man. Hold up, man. Hey, we have it, man. Look. Hey, it's finna get ready to go out, man. Hold on. Did I throw both words? Hold up, man. Look, I know drop those in there. But look, we got the bold words and stuff like that. It's coming soon to a house near you.
Can man,
So
is
man, get
man gonna
ready
be
for the
dropped?
merch and stuff like that. It's gonna be fire.
You gonna drop mine in the mail early in the morning? Cause I'll be hitting you early in the morning.
Look, I will be dropping it early in the morning. I got you.
All right.
I got you. So look, man, we got the shirts, we got the merch, we got all that going on. Man, support your favorite team, the Red Dragons, Diagnosis, Living Legends, Bold Words. Man, support your favorite poetry team, and let's get active. But man, we had a fire weekend, a fire weekend. Like it was exciting. We had some upsets. I didn't know what was going to happen. We had some upset. My boy True Poet and the Poet has spoken. They had a fire match. Hey, y'all gotta check that out on Monday to see who won and who lost, man. But it was straight fire. But I want to get into one match real quick that happened. Beauty the Poet. You had a rematch against K Spaz. So let's get into that
I
real
was gonna
quick.
get to him, but he ain't up here. I ain't on TikTok today.
So I mean, how did you feel about doing a rematch? Because it went in the
It
opposite
was
direction
cool.
this time. So how did you feel about it?
I actually feel good about it because I mean it is Case Fast and he got away with words and his wordplay is insane. So I actually feel good. It was really confidence holding me back this whole time.
Okay,
Yeah,
man.
that
Look,
shit just happened
that was
so
fire.
kind of like I unlocked the little cheater. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
So, Shorty Rock, you had a fire match. Nick Nova, y'all had a fire match. Lady Crucible, y'all had a fire match. Like, look. I want to just get into it. Like, I'm gonna wait. We gonna wait. We gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about that a little bit later. But how's everything going for y'all? I mean, how do y'all feel?
Let's just say, no, my motherfucking boots is on the goddamn ground.
It's on the ground.
And I'm about to put boots to ass. My pen about to be kick ass, I promise you.
But do you know who you going against?
I know who I'm going against. I'm gonna say this right here. I'm not doing this. This ain't got nothing. This has nothing to do with her. This is about me.
This is about you. It's coming back for a vengeance. Beauty the Poet. I mean, this is your next match. He said you're gonna have to come with it. It's not about you. You're not even in the equation. You're not even a thought process right now. So whatever you gonna do, it really don't matter.
It's gonna matter because the windows of heaven finna open on y'all. Y'all finna receive some blessings. So always gonna do so. Get that message across.
Look, look. She said, "Open the floodgates of heaven, let it rain." Like she said, she's gonna open the. Look, I can't wait for that match. That match gonna be fire.
Sis know it's all love. At the end of the day, sis know it's all love. It's all love at the end of the day.
No. So look, that's a fact. That's a fact. But let's only get into. I mean, I wish I had Pussy up here. Let me text Pussy and say, like, look, where you at? It's time to get active.
Yeah, where's our coach at? He always talking this yiggity yak smiggity smack, but they never here to back it up.
I mean, he was on here. He spit a poem. Everybody judged his poem, and on his poem, I think he got like a 73 on his poem.
It ain't considered. It ain't heard until I hear it.
Look, he came in, did his little 1-2s and stuff.
It ain't considered a poem until I hear it, because I'm the one gave him the challenge to begin with.
Nick Noah, so how do you feel about his poem? I mean, Lady Crucible didn't hear it, so I mean, it got like a 73. It was cool,
Nah, and I knew Pussy could spit though, but I like that joint. I feel like if he took it serious, he could have got a 90 high 80.
Okay,
And if he was freestyling, like that's hard to do. If he was freestyling, that's tough.
You know what though? Look, I think I'm gonna play something from Pussy real quick. We gotta get into little sound bites and real quick. And so we gotta highlight some of our talents in here. So we gonna highlight a couple of one song. I ain't gonna do a whole bunch, but I'm just gonna play this June 7. Let's go. This is Pussy. 282.
I swear to God, if I could rap about something different, I would, nigga. 7 grams, nigga. Pain, it's the hunger, it's the struggle.
Turn it up.
Let go. Feel like my pain different. Don't matter how many beats I own, it don't feel like it Pussy songs if ain't no pain. Baking soda with a little cane in it. You eat a lick on the nigga up at the store, you ain't think he'll make it rain. My partner ain't got no rain in it. Bitch. The AR piece across the street took his soul. This little nigga on the poke with the backpack with that pole. Ain't had no racks to buy his own trap, so he post at the store with it. It's cool, I got my own. Pull up, post up at the store. I'm bloody boo, I got my own. Ain't no nigga to roll with me. I'm TCG myself. Ain't no nigga trained to go with me. Flow up in loose stead, no tower, it ain't no hoe up in me. But it's all good, that shit wasn't nothing. God don't make mistakes. You do the dab, bitch, you gon' crash. Pussy hit the brakes. The type of life a nigga avoiding this shit. In my birthday, and ain't even enjoying this shit. Damn, my brother ain't called for weeks. I'm tweaking, I can't even speak. Can't fumble with the bag, there's too much gas, ain't Mr. Beat. On everything. Man, I'm going out, big. Keep that, yeah. June 7, nigga. My motherfucking birthday. 7 grand, let go, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Hey. It's all love, though. I don't know what you want, but I know, yeah, you sounding all that, yeah. No cap.
Mute if you can, man. That was your Pussy 282, man. How y'all vibe with it? Y'all rock with it or what? Tell me what's up.
No, I like that joint. See, that's a 5 for penmanship, 5 for delivery,
Okay.
and that's the substance that I'm looking for. Like
Mhm.
earlier, he was just spitting something to spit, but that when he say it ain't pussy, if ain't no pain in it. Like I love that pain. Like I love it.
Look,
I,
look. It ain't pussy if it ain't got no pain in it. You
I
know.
like that.
Hey,
I like that.
so like we got a lot of talent out here, man. There's a lot of talent in the community, So, but look, I want y'all to know this. Wait a minute. It just dropped. Nick Nova versus the Poet Has Spoken, man. Go look at that on YouTube, man. Check it out. Poetry Life League, man. Check that, man. Go cop that
Yes, sir.
right now, man. The Nick Nova and the Poet Has Spoken. Fire. Both words in the building.
And my boy undefeated too.
We got to talk about
Going
that, man.
crazy.
We had to talk about that because him and True,
So why you call it an upset though?
I mean, True is the
Upset.
first round first pick. He the face of the league. And he didn't come out victorious. The Poet Has Spoken. He had close to win. Hey, so it was a little bit of upset.
I can't wait to see it.
And, like it was like LeBron versus KD. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay, tell him, Nick. Tell him how you feel.
I mean, now true is cold, but on this stage and Poetry Life League, bro, anybody can be beaten. Especially a Poet Has Spoken. He like a sleeper. So I could see why you probably thought he was like an underdog, but now he bring that heat. Like you said, LeBron versus KD, anybody can win.
Look,
Anybody
I'm trying
can
to tell
win.
you, like two
And
juggernauts, they went at
me.
it.
So
And
if he can beat me, he can beat anybody. Tell you that.
look, talk about it, man. Look, hey, that we had the legendary E Hart in the building. She came through and judged the match. And she gave some pretty tough scores. And she had some good comments about it.
What was she grading tough on? Like, was it penmanship or was it the substance or what?
So let me look back at the notes because I got notes and quotes. You heard me? So
Yeah.
True Poet. So E Hart, he gave True a 4 in penmanship. He gave him a 3 in impact, or 4 in believability, a 4 in substance, and a 5 in delivery.
That sound about right.
Yeah, so it was a good 20. 20 is still good. Look, I know True, he be trying to get them 100 points, but a 20 is still good,
See, and he has battle rap before, so I thought she would especially love his piece.
Yeah, but you know what? She said she didn't like she felt like the Kobe joint was cool, but she said she didn't really rock with the settlement part. Like she felt like he skimped over the settlement and like she wasn't really rocking with that, So she said like,
and it could be that little thing that'll throw a judge all the way off.
Look,
Okay.
but the poem was fire.
So did she judge any other matches besides just that one?
Yeah, that's the only one she judged. She said something happened with her internet. She got kicked out, and she was trying to get back in, but it was too full. And I didn't know. I seen people trying to get in, but I didn't know that she was trying to get back in though. So that was on me, Players mess up sometime from time to time, But shout out to E Hart, she came through. She said she wouldn't mind judging more matches. Said she really rocked with Poetry Life League. She went on Twitter. She talked about it on the Spaces and stuff like that. So, hey man, shout out to E Hart for putting a shining light on Poetry Life League. One of the goats of female battle rap, Mount Rushmore. If y'all didn't know, y'all go check it out.
I was excited. Look, even when I saw the flyer, I was like, "This E Heart, like you are real E Heart."
URL Queen in the Ring. E
I
Heart.
and I see the truth. I like E Heart.
Pen. Like, I'm gonna talk about E Heart. E Heart has a pen. She's a pen. So, and that's the one reason why I wanted to get her to judge because she writes. So even though,
Right.
like she said, she don't do poetry, but she's a pen. She writes. So it's all about that penmanship and stuff like that. So she gave some good scores and stuff like that for the poet that spoken. She gave him a 4 in penmanship, a 5 in impact, a 5 in believability, a 5 in substance, and a 5 for delivery. And her total score for the poet that spoken was a 24. So hey,
Almost a perfect score.
look, she said she loved that piece.
Bold words.
Hey, Bo Words in the building, man. Look, y'all been showing up. You been showing up too, man. You had a high score too as well. So let me see. You had a 90, a 96.
Hey, we got a 3-headed monster in bold words. Like the
Look,
whole team, cool. But with me,
look.
Case and a poet that's spoken, bro, I'll put us against anybody, even E Heart.
Ooh wee, and y'all
He gonna
sleep.
have
I
to
mean,
go.
I was sleep on all y'all too. I
Ooh,
really
I mean,
was.
hey,
yo,
E Hart is a pen, man. I don't know. She can write. I don't know.
everybody can write. I
Look,
feel
I
like
like that. I
as
like
far as
that.
I've heard from the league, like everybody has a pen. It's your subject matter and it's the impact that I think trip people up.
Right, right, right. And the thing is, like, I be telling poets, like, look, you can have a fire poem, but if you just sitting down reading and you ain't active, you ain't giving your all, then your impact will be low. Even though your poem might be fire, sometimes you gotta do a little bit more because y'all poets are coming with it. I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all are coming with it.
I learned my lesson. I'm standing up from here on out. Like you gotta come like you come on the stage for real.
Look,
But hold on, TK. You act like me and you didn't have this conversation already.
okay,
As
okay,
to
talk
why
about it. Talk about it.
you act like me and you ain't had this conversation as to why I told you I can't stand up.
Look, I already know. Look. So my thing is,
So don't do
it.
me like that.
I'm just saying. Look, I gotta keep it $1. This not just for you. This for everybody. This not just for you. This ain't no shout out to for Lady Crucible. Hey, I'm telling all the poets. Hey, if you want to be champion of poetry life, hey, you got to get with it. There's only can be one
So
champion of poetry life.
wait. Hold
Let's
on. Let
talk
me
about it. Let's
let
talk
me
about it.
let me
Talk
make sure I
heavy.
got let me
What's
make
the
sure I
difference?
got this correct.
Okay.
Cause see where I'm from,
Mm-hmm.
I don't need a center stage, but we had this discussion while you sitting here acting like you don't know what I'm talking about as to why I can't really stand up. I told
Look,
you I
I
had to come out with
never
my
said
head.
that. I never said that. I'm just saying in general. This is nothing directly towards you. I'm talking in general. Hey, if you want to
Lady
be
Crucial.
champion of poetry life,
But you gave me two fire poems in the beginning,
right,
and didn't nobody know about standing up, sitting down, none of that. When you brought it, you brought it, and
right,
if like Nick Nova said last week or this earlier this weekend, he said it don't matter if you got it, you got it, and it ain't
right.
gonna matter what the judges think. If you say what your piece is cold, it's gonna come out, and you're gonna get the score you deserve. It ain't. We not tripping on the stand up. We tripping on if you do put some motion in it. If you do, it's the impact and the way you deliver.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Because I got to
if
go.
your background is messed up, if you slip, we're gonna notice that because we it's up to us to pay attention to mistakes because you cannot get it for free.
All
And
That's
right.
a fact.
I'm trying to be
All right. So
hard
then
on
when
everybody.
what happens when you just get to be told that it's a real hard it's hard, but it's a 3. What's so hard about it that it's a 3?
Well, my question is, this is my thing. And see me, one thing about me is I research.
Okay.
Something finna have to
Do your
change.
research.
Hold on, because something is gonna have to change because substance, impact, and delivery is basically damn near all the same thing.
No, it's not. It's totally different.
Wait, let me
It's totally
wait, let
different.
me
Can
finish.
we just say that
Let me
believability is
finish.
one word? Believability is one word.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Believability is one word for the nerds in the room. Believability is one word.
Oh, and by the
Okay.
way, sir, I'm gonna say this here, and I'm not trying to be rude. I ain't trying to step on nobody's toes. But you, sir, the founder, the coach, and the judge, something got to give. You got to release one.
Hey, look, look,
That's
look,
not
look, look,
fair.
look. But see, the thing is, I'm the one that's gonna tell y'all the real and keep it 1,000 with you.
That's not
Look,
fair
look. So
to
look.
us.
It is
No,
fair.
that's
You
not
you should
fair.
want me to want
No,
to judge your poem because the thing is, I'm not gonna be impartial. No matter if I got a relationship with you or not, I'm gonna give you the
it ain't
real
even about
deal.
the relationship. But again, as you being the founder and the coach and the judge, but I'm gonna just say this here, and I'm not trying to be rude. We got coaches, and ain't nobody doing no damn coaching.
Look. I can't contest
We
with
shouldn't have to.
people and what they
We
do,
shouldn't
man. I
have
don't
to
care.
reach out to the
Okay.
coaches. The coach is supposed to be reaching out to us.
I
The
Can I
mean,
coach
just
ain't
still
supposed to
understand?
reach out to us yet.
Can
I
I still
mean,
just understand? Can I still just understand what's so hard about a 3? What's so hard about a damn 3?
hey, look, you got to talk to Pussy about that. Look, that's not my lingo. You know, I don't understand that lingo. But let me backtrack and let me jump on to these 3 categories where y'all say they all intermingle, twingle, they tied up. Look, they totally different. Impact, it's a totally impact that we feel that we are impactful by. Like, is that as a performance? Like Lady Crucible, you
Impact
had got a
and
night. Hold
believability
on,
is
wait a minute,
basically
wait
impact
a
and
minute.
believability
Let
is
me
the
cook.
same
Hey,
thing though.
let me cook. Let me cook. Hold on, wait a minute. Let it simmer. So look, you got a 99 with sitting down. So I don't want to hear that. Oh, you gave me a low score because I didn't stand up before. You got a 99 sitting down. What are we talking about? If we're gonna talk about facts, we're gonna talk about the
Okay,
facts. You
so
had got
last
a
week.
99 sitting down.
Okay, so this the thing. This the thing. Hold on. Let me cut you off at your kneecaps. Cause see how I write is how I spit. Now, when I wrote that piece, you got to remember, because it's funny. On Wednesday, everybody was, there was fire, there was fire, there was fire. And then come Sunday, I get 3s and 2s across the board. Make it make sense.
How many
Well, I
times
mean,
did you fumble though? Tell me that.
I
Tell me
admit
that.
I fumbled twice. I'm not gonna
Okay,
sit here
okay,
and deny that.
okay. So a lot of people fumble and they got hit for it. So
But no,
it's
no,
not
no, no,
everybody.
no. I
No,
got
no,
told
what?
I got low scores because I came in too cocky. But let me go back and read my
Nah,
contract.
no,
Because
Mm,
at
no,
the end
no.
of the day, sir,
that's
you
tough.
wrote me in as cocky when you made me a red dragon. Remember? Do I need to
mm,
pull the contract up? Do I need to
mm.
pull the contract up?
I don't know what your contract
Because
says.
I'm
So
only going by your words.
But look,
Say Crucible.
I'm perpetrating what you wrote in the contract, sir. I'm
Crucible,
bold. I'm
Crucible,
bodacious.
calm
I'm
down.
hot. I'm
Crucible,
sizzling.
calm
But
down.
that makes me
Crucible,
cocky? No,
Crucible,
that makes
calm
me
down.
confident.
Crucible, calm down, because nobody can hear you past the screaming.
and the thing is, that's what you do in your poetry. You have to learn levels. That's the reason why, like on that poem you got, it was no level. It was just one level. When I tell
What
y'all
do you
about being
mean one level?
monotone,
Because it was
okay,
meant to be
hold
one
on, let me
level.
cook. Look, you want an explanation? I'm gonna give you one. So when I tell people about being monotone, just because you loud doesn't mean that you're not monotone. That's a different level of monotone. So you didn't show no level. It was just at one level. Even though it was high, it was still monotone. So even though yeah, you have the the aggression and everything like that, but like I tell you, you have to learn your poem. You have to learn when to break. It was all at a speed. It was phew. You was at one speed, one level, one speed. You have to break that down.
Okay,
Yeah,
so wait, hold on, time out. That's where I got them levels from. Since we sitting here talking,
okay, let's talk
who
about it.
gave me them levels? Because see, when I first read this poem, before you heard it, before Pussy heard it, True heard it first.
hmm
Lady Crucible, I want you to speed it up. Because in certain places, you got to speed it up. Keep that pitch going. And I did that.
Okay, certain places. The key word is certain
I had rhyme
places.
scheme through the whole piece.
Look, you said it certain places. It was one speed. It wasn't certain
It
places.
was meant
It
for
was
one,
one speed.
sir.
So it was one tempo, one speed. Yeah, in certain places, but not throughout the whole poem. So look,
Hey,
Lady Prism, we
I
can't
say
say
this though,
we
she
can't
got
say
one of
that
the
we've
best
been in.
pens.
What'd you say, Nick?
I say she got one of the best pens. Like she said, like her rhyme schemes, how she put it together. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's
She do.
like it's
Right.
amazing when I hear it. But I think as far as a competition, it's hard to digest if you got a rapid pace of bars. Sometimes they still digesting what you just said, and they're gonna miss the next two or three things you said if it's too fast. But I think you fired though. But it's gonna be a difference between you just spitting and when it's a competition. Like you could say something fire, but it might not be a five, might not be a four. It still could be hard and be a three.
That's a fact. But look, Lady Crucible, you acting like you wasn't sitting at number two. We're not finna overlook that. You act like you wasn't sitting at number two before this week, for the
Let me
fourth
ask
week.
you a question.
So
Let me
like,
ask
we're
you
not
one
doing
question.
that. We're
Let
not
me
doing
ask you
that.
one question though. How the hell
Talk
would you
heavy.
feel if you went from number 2 to number 6? Would you
Hey,
be sitting
sometimes
here?
it be like
Would you
that.
be
Tighten your
Sometimes,
sitting here
game
with a
up.
hey,
smile?
Tighten your
you
Would
gotta
game
any one
up.
of
tighten
y'all be
up.
sitting here with a smile on y'all face?
Hey, you gotta tighten up. That's it.
I gotta tighten up.
You
I'm
gotta
always
tighten
tighten
up.
up.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me be me then.
I mean, you can be
You were
Let
you,
me be
but
you, but you
me then.
stumbled. You stumbled.
Okay,
That's
everybody
the bottom
stumble.
line. You
I'm not the
stumbled. You
only one that
stumbled.
stumbled. But what pissed me
And
off
and
was
they get hit.
you took points off and put my points out there out loud and told somebody else, "Oh, I'm gonna let that pass." That's not supposed to piss me off.
You fumbled 3 times.
hey, listen.
I
Whenever
don't
you get
care, and
3,
I
Listen,
admitted that.
you should care.
I
listen.
Okay,
admitted that.
Look,
so we on to the
I
next
wasn't
one now.
expecting no 100, but I damn sure wasn't expecting no damn 61.
hey, I mean, I wasn't
I
expecting
mean,
you to
So
get a 61 either.
when somebody stumble, do y'all take off just points of delivery, or do y'all affect the impact when somebody
That
stumble too?
that that
it,
that
it,
affects
it
the
That's
depends.
the
impact
whole
too.
point. Which way is
It
one? It's
depends.
got to be one or the other, bro.
No,
But
it
if you
don't.
keep
No,
but
it
if you do
don't.
it 2 or 3
Point from
times,
two
No,
different
no.
areas for the same thing.
Okay, so delivery and impact is different. You can't tell me that because you're slipping up in your delivery, that's not
If
going to
I have
affect
a
your
certain
impact.
impact to my delivery, yeah, it can.
So you telling me when you stumbling shouldn't affect your impact?
I
Tell
didn't
me, how
see
do that
some of
make
the best
sense?
motherfucking poets stumble.
Okay, don't stumble.
I never stumble. I say that I ain't stumbling.
Don't stumble.
But you also act like you sit here and don't really act and realize that I told you that I'm still new to this whole performance thing.
So
So
don't
I'm
get
everybody
getting
is
upset.
too.
used to it.
So
Everybody
don't
else,
But
get
at the
upset.
everybody is
same
too.
time, don't just sit here and call out all my flaws like I'm just woo, oh, that wasn't trash, that was this, that was that.
How you
At
gonna
the
tell
end of
somebody
okay, I got a
not
question.
to
I got
call
one
you out?
question.
That's
I
we
got
are
one
here to
question.
to
Give me one
sharpen and
line.
make you. Can
Time
you let
out.
us talk?
Both of
No, you ain't
y'all.
no over.
Give
You're
me
not gonna
one
keep
line
over
from my
talking
poem that
people,
I
Lady Crew.
said.
Listen,
Give me
you're not
one
gonna
bar
over
from
talk.
my poem that I said. Each one of
You're
y'all.
not gonna over
You
talk
and
people.
Be Rich.
See, that's what I'm
Look,
saying.
look,
That's the
be rich.
problem with
Let me
you.
say this real quick. Let me
Go
say
ahead.
this
Go
real
ahead.
quick. Be rich. You know why I can't recite one of your lines from your poem?
Why?
Because it wasn't rememberable.
It wasn't rememberable.
It wasn't rememberable.
It wasn't
It
rememberable
it
to
was
you because it
it
wasn't
was
your walk of life.
listen.
It
It was
wasn't your
draft. Listen,
story.
I'm telling you
It
from
wasn't
what
your story to remember.
it don't
I
have to
didn't need
be.
that
It,
for your motherfucking applause.
look it. So the thing is, Nick Nova has a poem
I'm
that I can
sorry you
recite some
didn't
of his
catch. I'm
lines.
sorry you
Shorty
didn't catch.
Rock got some lines
I'm
that I can
sorry that
recite.
you couldn't catch
And in
Death
your
Spread
past
on
poems, I
Coldplay.
got some lines I can
Come
do.
on,
So
bro.
just because like it was at one speed,
Okay, and
you tuned out.
I tuned out.
Hey,
But again, then I had to sit in the background, and yet I stumbled, and I admitted I stumbled, and yet somebody else stumbled. Oh, I'm gonna look past that, and I'm not supposed to be pissed.
okay, listen.
I'm
Okay,
not supposed to be
hey,
pissed.
talk to me because I'm the one that said
I'm
that.
talking to
But
you.
he still got dinged for that. Even though I say, yeah, I'm a little past that because it was
But you
fire,
took my
he
points
still
off
got
on
points
camera.
deducted.
You
What are
took
we
my
talking
points
about?
off on camera.
He still got a 3.
That ain't fair. How I
He
know
still
you
got a 3. He got the same 3 you got. What are we talking about?
blow me, bitch.
He got the same 3 that you got. I mean,
I got a question. I got a
go
question
ahead.
for the judge.
Go ahead.
So it's some of us with a little more bravado, like some of us come
Right.
off as like, people call it cocky and arrogant. Do
Mm-hmm.
y'all judge us harder than y'all judge a more laid back poet? Like
No,
like
I
how
don't.
but
I don't. I
because say
try to be
like
fair as
with a
possible.
poet without apology, a poet without apology, he's laid back. But you know he has a different style. So no, I don't judge styles against styles. I judge poetry. I don't
for sure?
judge your style. I judge your poetry, not your style, not how you. I judge your poetry, the writing ability, and if we gonna get into back to Lady Cruiser, but the writing ability, it was just baseline. No triple double entendres, no rhyme scheme. It was like straightforward. So in the writing, I'm looking for a little intricate in your writing. I need you to write. Go a little bit deeper. You know, don't go at the surface. Don't stop at the surface level. Go a little deeper in your writing. Make me think. Everything was straight. It was gangster. I get it, but it's not what you do. It's how you do it. You can still talk that gangster still, but write. Let me hear that writing ability that you got.
And I gave you that writing ability that I got.
It was I. It was I. It was just keeping a stack. It was all right. Look, I got the notes and quotes. So look,
So would
I
you
gave
accept
you.
that if I said that to you?
I'll
Would
be
you
cool.
accept that if I said that to you?
I'll be cool with it. I'll be
Yeah,
cool
you
with
gonna
it because I know it's subjective.
Y'all be lying through
And like I said, look, we're only 4 judges. Y'all have the world to judge your poem. You have the world looking at your poetry. It's not just us 4 judges. We determine a winner and a loss, but at the end of the day, when it go on YouTube, you're gonna have more than 4 people looking at it. You're gonna have more than 4 people resonating on what you do. They might disagree with what we said. You know, you might have people against us like, oh no, she deserved for 5. It's debatable. So you know, you want to look at the 4 judges that determine, but what about the people that's watching? What about the people that's rooting for you? They might feel something a totally different way. So you know, I don't think I can say I can keep it $1. And like I said, Lady Crucible, you can't act like you were sitting at number 2 for about 3 weeks. Let's talk about it. You was sitting at number 2 for 3 weeks. Like, come on. You can't say we impartial now. We wasn't impartial when you was sitting at number 2.
I think she just put so much into her poetry that when y'all judge, I think she take it personal, like y'all talking about her overall skill, because she just passionate, like she very passionate, and I like that about her.
Right,
So I just don't
facts.
want her to take it so personal because she
Ain't
fired.
nothing.
Right, that's a
Wrong with
fact.
that.
That's why she in the top 10. She's still in the
That's a
top
fact.
10.
That's a fact.
Like, come on.
She
Look,
said that
Shorty
ain't
Rock.
enough.
Shorty Rock being a great camper. You know, even though she don't get mad, she get mad at her scores and stuff. Shorty Rock been fired, but you know, like I said, she need to work on little things too. And she like, look, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna work on it. She came back. She stood up and performed. She took what we said and she like, okay, I'm gonna come back with something better. Even though like she still got like kind of low score, but she improving. She's taking what we saying and she's going hard. She's not harping at, oh, y'all gave me a low score or stuff like that. It is what it is. She said, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show y'all difference. So you
I
know,
like how
come
Shorty Rock
on.
speak her truth. I like that a lot. I like Shorty Rock's style. Like I wouldn't want her to change
Move
nothing up, but
Nova.
she really speak her truth. What's up,
Mhm.
brother?
All right, child. I'm drunk. I'm gonna mute up. I'm sorry.
What's up, brother? Come talk your drunk talk.
Look,
Hey man, I just had to speak to everybody. I just want to see how everybody was doing. I love everybody, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Even the motherfucker who told me to suck her dick.
hey,
Let it go.
I'm still
Let
going
it
out
go,
about.
Poozy.
I'm still going out about that shit. We
Let
ain't,
it
look,
go.
man. Look,
we
it's all
ain't
right
hoe.
though, man. Look.
We ain't cutting no corner. My shit 469-576-9262.
But look, I mean, that's the whole thing about being in a competition, man. You're not gonna get the scores that you think you might get. True, he lost. True was upset. True got an 86. And this poem was fire. I ain't gonna hold you. That Kobe, ode to Kobe, man. That joint was fire. So I mean, come on. We if we're gonna keep it $1, we gotta keep it $1.
I never seen a nigga mad about 100 is the highest. How the fuck somebody mad about being 14 points short? Nigga, you could have got a 40.
It's like the kid that he gets straight A's all his life, and then he get a B,
Whatever.
and it's like, how would I get a B?
Whatever.
And I always get an A.
I poked that in the bottle.
I mean, look, it
Nigga,
be
that was
like
for
that.
us.
That means you just gotta tighten up.
Not me.
Hey, Crucible, do you slam? You do poetry slams? I'm talking to Crucible.
Do what now? I'm sorry, my bad.
Do you do poetry slams?
It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've actually done one. I think it's been like over a year. But I'm used that. I mean, I kind of, once I started getting used to it, like that became my thing. So, I mean, excuse me for having, as you call it, cocky. It's not me being cocky. It's me being confident now. Because once upon a time, I couldn't sit here like this because I didn't have this confidence.
Right.
So now that I done finally build it, ain't nobody gonna take it away. I don't give a damn what nobody say because I worked too fucking hard for it.
Talk heavy. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
If I took my fucking shoes off and put them on y'all feet, you won't be able to walk a half a mile, less known 1,000 miles.
See, look, if you talk like that, like when you perform like that, like at that speed.
Girl, you ain't the only person going through some shit, boy. You who the fuck?
I'm not talking to you
from
pussy.
Chicago.
I'm not talking to you
from
pussy.
Chicago and you smoke
I'm
crack.
not
that
talking
you the
to you
only
right now,
motherfucker
pussy. I
that's
was
gonna
talking
never
to Be Rich and
ever go
TK.
through some shit.
Shush.
Boy, we from Dallas,
Sequence
Texas, boy.
too.
It's a
And I'm
nigga
from
that
Chicago,
got beheaded 10
and I'm from
motherfucking.
Chicago, and
It's a nigga that got beheaded 10 minutes
that
from
don't
now.
scare me.
Like,
Nigga, I told my own guns and shit too. I don't give a fuck about
I don't
that.
want to scare you. I don't want to scare you, but I'm saying the way you put this little persona on, like
nigga, I'm from
Chicago, just this super killer
you can't
ass
tell me
city.
how I grew
You
up.
ain't killed no motherfucking body.
You ain't. I'm not on your.
You a
motherfucking
motherfucking poet. You are a poet. You are a poet.
And you a rapper.
That done relapse. You relapse.
Get on my level, nigga.
No, I'm saying you relapsed. You have.
You know what? Challenge. Right
you
now.
have a tooth dangling out your mother.
The point. Match the
you
match.
Ain't no motherfucking killer, bro. You ain't no killer, bro. Talk about some nigga can't walk a mile in your motherfucking shoe.
Put your motherfucking money where your mouth is, nigga.
And I will walk 20 miles in your motherfucking shoe. And I damn near just paid you $100. I damn near just paid you $100 to perform for me. You might as well sell your pussy. Hell, you talk about. I was gonna give you $100 to recite a poem. You might as well sell that.
Y'all sitting him, let him disrespect me.
Sell that crackhead pussy.
About his name. And he's sitting there telling me, hey, I can go sell pussy. And his mama can too. Ignorant bastard.
Look, all right, listen. That was too much for TV. Look, that was too much for TV.
Ain't no look, because I wasn't even talking to him.
Look, I understand. Look,
I was having a conversation with Be Rich.
Okay, listen. All right, let's calm down. Let's chill. Let's relax. I'm not gonna say that he's complete. I ain't gonna say that he's completely wrong because both things. People are still upset about what transpired. So listen. I understand that. But he came in.
I told you earlier I was leaving that alone. I told you earlier. That's why I didn't ask you to replay the video because I said let it be done. So why is he bringing it back up after I asked y'all to leave it alone?
Okay, listen. In reality, listen. In reality, just because you're ready to leave it alone doesn't mean somebody else is ready to drop it. That's why I had him. I dropped him down,
That's
whatever, so we can
disrespectful as
calm
hell,
down,
bro.
so we can get this,
That's
copacetic.
disrespectful as hell.
Right lane.
So he can just say what he wants to
161
say to
north.
me, and then I
What are you
gotta watch
fucking
my
doing?
tongue.
God damn.
Yeah, that's all right. That nigga going in the piece. Don't worry about it. That's that bitch
See?
nigga
Too
shit.
late now. Too late now, brother. No, I
Look,
told you, but you gotta read. I told you to start reading. This is what I'm trying to explain to you in the beginning, brother.
so look, hold on. So look, my thing is,
I was responding to B Rich's comment. I was responding to what B Rich said to me. I wasn't being angry with nobody. I was talking to B Rich, and he jumped in and started talking and all this here, and then being disrespectful to me. And then when I go to speak my piece, I'm wrong.
listen.
Y'all got it,
Okay,
bro.
I'm not saying that you're wrong. I
You
ain't
got
saying
it.
he's
You got
wrong.
it.
But I mean, at the
You
same
got it.
time, Lady Crucible, you did disrespect this man by
I
telling
didn't
him
say
to
nothing
suck
to
your,
him. I didn't.
listen.
That was last week. And what did I tell you over the phone, TK?
Listen.
What did I tell you over the phone? I
Listen.
asked you this. You said, do I want to play the video back? I said,
Okay, listen. I'm gonna say this. Let me say this because it's getting a little bit testy, and like I said, when you disrespect someone, you can't take someone or expect someone to take what you said as disrespectful, and for them to be okay about it. A person still might be messed up about the situation, whatever, and he has the right to say what he has to say, just like you have the right to say what you have to say. Now, both of y'all on equal playing levels. Y'all both score. Y'all both put up points, whatever. We gonna kill it. We gonna squash it. You said some disrespectful shit. He said some disrespectful shit. It's even. Y'all, it's equal. We gonna just dead it. That's it. Y'all both score. Y'all both put up points. That's it. We gonna leave it as that.
Can we?
So
I mean that's what I want to know, because like nobody should be hollering.
no, at
Nobody
all.
should ever be disrespectful, because we all men and women. We all going through something, and we all are trying to build a future
yeah,
for
they got
all of
me
us.
all the way fucked up, bro.
See, there you go. See, listen to you.
All
See what
I'm
I'm
saying
saying,
is, I talked to TK. I had a personal conversation with TK on the phone.
You
When
did.
TK asked me, did I want to play the video back? I said no, because I figured that once I calmed down, I was wrong. Let it go. Leave it alone. But yet, when I let it alone, I'm not saying nothing. I was talking to B Rich, and he could just come in here. I was repeat basically something I'm working on at the end of the day, but I'm talking to B Rich, and he just coming here yapping. I never said nothing to him. I let it be. Like I told
Okay.
you earlier, I left it be, and that's where it was supposed to stay.
Okay. Let me say this. Just because you
He
slapped
could
the
have did
shit.
all. He could have
Hold
did
on.
all this.
I'm just. We speak in reality. If you slap the shit out of someone, then you come back and apologize like, oh, I want to leave it alone. That don't mean that person want to leave it alone. Just because you felt like, okay, I'm over it, doesn't mean that person is over it. It has to be a mutual agreement to say, okay, this is what was gonna happen, and we gonna dead it. He still messed up that you told him to suck his, that's kind of a little
a man.
disrespectful.
And I'm still upset that he told me. I'm upset he told me, fuck me too. I'm not supposed to be upset. Come on, what the fuck, bro?
Okay,
But why
okay,
are you
listen.
hollering
Punk
with?
ass
I
bitch,
can't
bro.
Okay,
see.
listen,
And nobody is.
listen. My thing is, I watched the tape over.
God, y'all
He's
got it,
listen.
Y'all got it.
I watched the tape over. He said that after you said the disrespectful stuff. So it's like, if we gonna keep it a buck, we gonna keep it a buck. Hey, we all grown adults, and the thing is, we have to understand we gotta take accountability. And the thing is, this what is what's really lacking. It's accountability. We can always point fingers and say, oh, this person did this person said that, but let's self-reflect. What can I do different than cause this problem, not even cause this problem? We have to self-reflect. There's no self-reflecting. There's no, oh, I could have handled this better, or I was wrong for that. It shouldn't have even got to that point. There's no self-reflection going on. There's no accountability. So as adults, we have to understand that, like, at a certain level, when you disrespecting someone, take accountability. It's cool. If like you disrespect everybody on all the judges, I wasn't upset about it.
Me neither.
You know,
I mean,
you came at all the judges.
she
You
jabbed at
disrespected all the
everybody. She
judges.
jabbed it. She jabbed at everybody.
So it's like, come on, if we're gonna keep it $1, let's keep it $1. You can't expect everybody just to roll over and let that stuff die like that. People got different feelings. I can't control other people's feelings and emotions. If you disrespect someone, I can't tell that person you shouldn't feel disrespected. We all adults. Let's keep it a buck. So I mean, can we get on with the show? And the drama was cool. It's whatever. It was entertaining. It was must see TV. But can we get back onto this poetry? Is they cool? Are we cool? Pussy, thumbs up if I can bring you back up. You cool?
I wish it was a nigga that
Let's
I was
bring
talking
Pussy up one more
to.
time.
I Pussy.
So I apologize. Hey, look, this from Pussy to you. I
We
fake
can't see her. We
apologize
can't see
to
her.
you, mama.
Hold on.
I
She can't
fake.
see you, Pussy. Pussy.
Hey,
She can't see
hey,
you.
I
She
fake.
ain't on the
I
scene. So
fake.
hold on.
I
Hold
fake.
on.
I
Hold on.
fake apologize. And I'm gonna say some real shit. On blood, you don't know me and I don't know you. I wouldn't give a fuck if you said I was a bitch ass nigga. But on Hunters, I really in my this whole time been like, man, what the fuck I look like saying something responding back to this motherfucking broad. But in real life, it's like, boy, I couldn't wait to say that shit. And I ain't fucked up about you, mama. That ain't gonna stop me from judging your shit a different way or none of that. I still might give you a 25 goddamn Saturday. But on blood, you got me fucked up. At least a little bit. On bloods. Alright, on bloods, you one them one. But
Man, we got to get back to the
But I
real
mean, like,
deal,
look,
man.
at the end of the day, if a person still say that you still one of the ones, he ain't harboring no hard feelings. Like at the end of the day, he said, "Look, I'm gonna still judge this the way that I'm gonna judge it. I ain't gonna tell you anything different or anything like that. I'm still gonna judge you the way that your poem is." He still say you dope. He still say you fire. It's just that one poem. We can't look. I got poems that I know they ain't gonna hit 100. I got poems that I know they probably won't even make a 70. If we just gonna keep it $1, we're gonna keep it $1. You know, we we have to understand it's when you in competing, poem selection is key. It's key. It's either you can win a slam with it or you can lose with it. Nick, am I wrong?
You right.
Like, True, what's going on, True?
What's happening? What's
We
happening?
got some veterans in the building. We're just going over some things that happened last week. It got kind of heated. Some stuff that's been said, but at the end of the day, look, we all grown, we all adults, and we pushing poetry. Where your cup at again? Can I see that cup one more time, Nick Nova? We pushing poetry, man. Look, y'all act like I know. We pushing poetry. This is all what it's about. It's not about the drama. It's not about if I like you, if I don't like you or not. It's all about pushing poetry at the end of the day. We might not like the judges. We might not like what the judges got to say. But at the end of the day, what are we doing? What is our ultimate goal? To push poetry. It has to be about poetry first. All the extra stuff, y'all can dead that. Because at the end of the day, we still got to perform Saturday. We still got to do what we got to do. You still got to go against Beauty the Poet. You still got to go up there and give it your all. So, at the end of the day, it's about what we bring. And a little commercial, I don't even know if y'all know, but Nick Nova and the Poet Has Spoken battle is out. Go check it out on YouTube right now. Poetry Life League is fire. Go check it out. So, we going to get back to the poetry. Hey, True. I appreciate you coming in and changing the trajectory of what's going on tonight. But let's get into, you and the Poet Has Spoken. The people got to see this Monday because I'm guaranteed that's the first one I'm putting out. I ain't going to hold you. That was fire. What's your thoughts on it?
Um, I don't really got no thoughts on it. I rather just people see it yeah, I rather hear what people got to say about it because I ain't got no thoughts on it.
Look, I mean, look, to me, it was fire. The whole intricate, the writing part of, like, look, I was shocked that, you got the score that you got. I'm like, man, these people sleep. I mean, look, I know it's the first match on Saturday, but was they awake? I mean, like, I don't know. That's why we're here. We're here to talk about it. We can talk about it now. We can get into this bag like Be Rich. Look, let's go back. Look, I have the scores, Be Rich, you didn't give him a bad score. You gave him a 5 in penmanship, a 4 for impact, a 4 for believability, a 4 for substance, and a 5 for delivery. So, look, I'm going to ask you, Be Rich, in your scores, why do you give him a 4 in impact and a 4 in believability and a 4 for substance?
Because everybody's not a Kobe fan. Um, and I love the poem, but like I said, everybody's not a Kobe fan. Um, I also felt that how can I say it? Sometimes when you say stuff, you could tell if somebody's super duper duper passionate or not.
Mm.
I know he was passionate, but again, the the impact for me, it was just a poem that let me say it like this. If that was on an NBA stage, that poem is priceless. That mug gonna make some millions. But
Facts.
for the competition, for the competition and what was relevant, I rather for you to said something about Kobe and all positive.
But
Even though
look,
even
but
though he hold on, even though I heard what he said about the settlement and he didn't say nothing negative or positive. It was just
nah.
the settlement. It was just he was going and flowing. But again, to me, I felt like that was irrelevant to the impact of the whole hookup. But I did like the jersey. I like what he said about the snake, saying that's what you were saying about certain people's porn. He said something about they said you were a snake, but you turned into the mamba. I mean, I've understood all that, and then maybe with me, I think it just went a little bit too long because I think if you'd have cut it shorter, you might have got all fives with me. And I'm just
Mm.
saying I ain't trying to be all over the place, but sometimes that's what happens in poetry. That's what happens in you know any given Sunday, like I was saying.
But you know what though? Look, look. Your scores wasn't that bad. You gave them 3 4s and stuff like that. So, but to me, the impact it had to be a 5. The reason why I gave him a 5 in impact because he had his poetry like jersey on, right?
I
In the
understand.
midst of he was taking it off. Let me take. He had the Black Mama jersey on. He had the Mamba jersey. Like you have to look at the whole aesthetics of everything and what he was talking about and how he brought that into when you talk about this. Like, come on, we gotta when we talk about impact, like that was impact for the
No, no,
whole
no,
thought
no, no.
process.
Now watch
Like,
this.
come on.
Didn't I give him the highest score?
No, I gave him the highest score. It's
Oh,
just keeping a
okay,
dollar. I gave him the highest
okay.
score.
I,
I
I
gave him
got
all
you. I got you.
fives.
Right,
But
right.
so, but
Okay.
like
I
I
mean,
say, like I think about the thought process because I am a writer.
yeah.
And I think about the thought process that you have to think about in order to create a piece like that. You know, it had multi dimensions in it.
Yeah, symbolisms and
Like
yeah,
that poem was fire. That was $1 million poem. I ain't gonna hold you.
more than a million. I mean, just
So let
just because
me
I gave him
can
what
I
he gave
chime
him, but
in?
All
go
right,
ahead.
go ahead, True. What you
So
gotta
I'm
say?
gonna just chime in and say about this judging because it's real inconsistent because you're saying that everybody's not a Kobe fan. Cool. I don't think you have to be a Kobe fan to properly judge a poem. Um, because like if you just want to hear a one style poem about one thing about one subject matter about your specific things that you want to hear about, then we'll be all season searching what poem fits you and is directed for you. we're not here to appease you as one judge. We're here to appease the masses, and we can't just dumb down our pieces for one subject matter that you want to hear.
Facts.
Like we're well-rounded poets that can talk about anything. Like that poem
Facts.
about Kobe, and the fact like that it was getting threes on
They gave you that.
Impact.
I didn't give you that.
No,
I'm
no, I know
saying
you didn't. I'm talking about
I'm
as
just
far
saying,
as the other
but
judges. I'm talking about
everybody's not everybody's not woke on Kobe. So again, when you say something, it has to be where they can break it down and understand. Like I understand basketball, and I understand the metaphors that you was bringing. But I'm saying that's like I was saying about other judges, and when other people say poem, you got to make sure people understand exactly what you're saying. Are they gonna miss it? Everybody's not gonna be woke because like TK, he loves Kobe, so he's not gonna miss a beat on that. So it does make a
right, but I
difference.
I
It
think that poem. I think that poem is, and
All
that's
right,
what I was getting
TK, I'm
at.
back in the mix,
okay.
man. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm
And
sorry, man. I got
real
like
quick,
this
so
shit.
real quick, let me make this point because that's what I was getting at. Is
Mm-hmm.
because it was TK. Real quick, what's the categories?
Penmanship, impact, believability, substance, and delivery.
Substance. So substance getting threes is crazy, or fours, threes and fours, because everything like everything in that piece is factual. Everything in that piece is historic. Everything in that piece like is literally dedicated, like a whole dedication. And people had a problem with me bringing up the settlement and this and that, but that's a part of it. That's a part of his.
Right.
That's a
That's a
part of his
fact.
story. And if I would have left it out, people were like, "Oh, but what about this?" You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
I added it in there, and I was very neutral about the position that I took in it. I didn't lean one way or another. I was very neutral in what the position I took. But that's a part of his career. So yeah, I'm gonna include it. So, but for substance to get threes is when yeah, that's just
Person
yeah.
gave you a 3 in substance. So but like I said, that's one judge. Like
And
I said,
and that's
it's
another.
for
Oh, so one more thing.
okay
Even what's the last one? The very last one.
delivery.
Delivery. Like one thing that's very inconsistent with me. Like I'm up, I'm performing,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm getting fours, and my opponents are getting fives, and they're sitting down and on their phone, which is cool. But like, come on, like have some consistency with it. Like I don't know what y'all
That
are
don't
looking
got
for.
nothing to do with delivery though, gang. Delivery is the way you perform. I mean, the way that bitch catch your ear, the way you saying it, the impact and all that other shit. That's when the nigga performing and shit. That delivery is like me rapping and I'm off beat, and you can give a nigga a one. You be like, bitch ain't on beat at all. That delivery is like different. Like it ain't no fucking. It's not just because you was sitting down or a nigga was standing up. Like if a
Right.
motherfucker, you could be
Got
sitting
'em.
down and delivering this bitch hard as you motherfucker, but that's gonna affect your impact, or that's
All
gonna
right,
affect
so
your
bam,
performance.
cool. I'm glad you said that.
Um,
So now, where's the rubric of each category that y'all going by? Because we
I
don't, we
no, go ahead. I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead.
yeah. So we don't know the different categories and how they broke down because we need a rubric to appease y'all.
I feel no, I don't feel like that, homie. I feel like all the judges, it's 4, 5 different judges. I feel like we all judge different. Be Rich ain't gonna feel how I feel, bro, with your delivery and your impact. Nigga TK not gonna feel how I feel with your substance and your motherfucking impact or however the fuck or penmanship. You see what I'm saying? Like I could feel like me speaking for Posty, bro. I could feel like you wrote the hardest shit ever, and that shit is so like it is hard than a bitch. But I could feel like, damn, that motherfucker supposed to deliver that bitch a different way. Damn, I feel like instead of them trigger finger, like a motherfucker could have, like like that's impactful to me. Like the substance to me mean how meaningful this what you wrote down was. Like after the penmanship and shit. Like so, the penmanship for me is like, damn. Uh, okay. First, I automatically think about instantly. I think about how long a motherfucker could have been focusing and writing this shit, and like literally sitting down, like, oh no, changing the words, erasing it. I don't know how it go. You know what I'm saying? But changing the words, like, now I need to woo. That's penmanship to me. Like, nigga, this motherfucking poem, 1:30. You got punchlines, you got motherfucking ball, you got like all that shit. That's the penmanship to me. The substance is how important and how litty committed this motherfucking poem was. Like, how substantial is this bitch? The impact is how impactful this motherfucker was. Like, am I gonna wake up tomorrow and think about these motherfucking boys? Am I gonna wake up tomorrow and think about you biting that motherfucking apple? Am I gonna wake up tomorrow and literally remember the words you were saying from that bitch? Am I gonna feel it? Am I gonna take this shit in my life and apply it to that? And then it's like the fucking delivery is just like me, like, I want to catch your ear, like rat, hat, cat, bat, but it need to come like it need to. I know that was some bullshit, but I'm saying like I need that motherfucker to be delivered like perfect, like
Mm-hmm.
That's like, man, I wish I could explain it better, like a cracker or something. But it's like when I'm telling you this shit, like the delivery is like, bitch, I need it. When you gave me that. Don't be mad when a motherfucker vote high and this, that, and the third, and then give me that. Don't be mad when the bitch pass by. Like, I just want that delivery to be stupid than a motherfucker. Like, catch me. The delivery is the delivery on Bloods, and then that fucking what's the other one? Penmanship, delivery, substance,
Believability.
impact, believability. I definitely need to believe it. Like, you make me believe this shit. The way I'm watching you and like how I'm sitting here right now looking at you, like, you make me believe this motherfucker. Like, even it don't gotta be the way it don't gotta be your actions, your finger movement, none of that shit. I want to believe this poem. I don't give a fuck if you just admitted to a murder. You need to make me believe that you just committed a murder. Like, I'm talking, like, that type of shit. It ain't. It's no in between. It ain't no nothing. I might give a motherfucker a 4 this week, 5 this week. I might give you a 3 that week. On Bloods, I need to hear it, believe it, see it. It need to be impactful. And then on top of that, to me, delivery is the smallest one. Cause just like Mama told me to suck her dick, told me, I can't motherfucking get judged by a rapper. So I love every motherfucking piece of this poetry shit. This shit, y'all just, nigga, I might start a song with, I know a nigga from I know the projects from apartments, like
Look, look.
like, y'all opening me up. I don't write music. I just go in that bitch and punch in. So it's like, I definitely, like, man, I gotta feel that shit. Like, I be learning so much from y'all don't even know. Like, real shit. Like,
And that's
even,
what I
bro,
was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say also. If I guarantee you, if everybody was the judge, I guarantee you, out of all 24 poets, I guarantee none of them is gonna have the exact same score.
never,
Never.
never.
Mm-hmm.
Cause how can a woman tell me about her body and I'm a man? I ain't no doctor. So you got to make me understand that. But you are right, True. You are right. It's gonna be inconsistency. But the thing is, this is a lead. This is entertainment. We trying to figure it out. We gonna figure it out. And I mean, you know
Hey, if
what?
it was up to me, not even no bullshit. And I swear to God, I love everything that every last one of you
Exactly.
24 poets do. But and it's some real shit. Who the fuck
So I mean, look. At the same time, like judging it is not the easiest thing. The judges have one of the hardest job in this league. You know, because we gonna take all the heat. We gonna take all the slack. Because I understand, like y'all feel like all your poems deserve 100, and y'all entitled to feel that way. But when we're looking at it and I'm dissecting it and I'm listening to it and I'm putting all my thoughts and energy into it, I'm not trying to shortchange y'all. I'm giving y'all exactly how I feel and what I see. And the categories, like for people say that they don't understand the categories or they can't like penmanship. We are poets. We know how to write. Impact. The impact. Can I remember this shit? Are you performing? Like, what are you putting into to make it memorable? Like when impact, when you took off the jersey and you had the that was impactful because that's something that I remember. That ain't something that I'm gonna forget. And just like Push, he ran through it, all of it. So when y'all say that impactful and believability and delivery is all the same, it's different. They have different elements. You know, just because if you slip up in your delivery, like the Crucible said, I messed up 2 times. You don't think that's going to affect your impact? It don't affect your substance of your poem. It don't affect your penmanship of it. It affects if you stumble and you mess up, that it goes with your delivery, and also it mess up your impact. Go, Nick. I can't hear you. What you say? I can't hear you.
All right, cool. So if that's the thing, so you hear what you said. If you
Hmm.
stumble, does that mess up your impact? All right, cool. So if you don't stumble throughout an entire piece, you should get a 5 in
No,
that category.
no. Why would you get a 5 in if you're sitting down and
Hell
you're
no.
hold on, hold on. Let me break it down. Let me cook. So if you're sitting down, like when I gave Case Bass, I gave Case Bass a 3. He didn't mess up and whatever. He read his poem. He was fire. But you look down the whole time. I seen the top of your head. I can't give you a 5 for impact. He didn't stumble. He didn't do none of that. But I can't give you a 5 for impact when you really sitting down reading and I see the top of your head. So you telling me he deserve a 5 for impact for that?
So
Because
so
he
look
didn't
for the
stumble. He didn't mess up. But he deserved a 5 for not looking up, not engaging to the camera, looking down, reading, and I'm me seeing on top of his head. So you telling me he deserved a 5 for impact for that? What is impactful about that?
so for the poet, when y'all picking y'all pieces out, are y'all considering the criteria, or are you just doing a poem that you like to do? Like, are you considering the 5 levels before you pick a poem?
That's a good
I,
question.
I believe
So
I
so
believe
but
most of them's not.
Hold on, it's on True. True, what's up?
but that's so this
You
is the
can't
thing that
really
I'm
you
getting.
can't really pick a vibe level when
Hold
we
on, hold
don't know
on,
what
True.
each
True,
other
hold on,
coming
hold
with.
on, hold on. True was talking.
And Lady Crucible is getting at what I'm getting at. You can't
Mhm.
really pick a poem because you don't know what you're picking a poem towards, because we don't have a rubric. We don't have what each category is looking for. So every judge is judging differently and judging off a feeling rather than, oh, this is what we're looking at. This is what we need to be judging by. Like, it's cool to have some feeling in some of those categories, but if you judging off feeling for the whole poem instead of a rubric, then what are we doing?
You must got a low score, bro. Cause you was one of my favorites. But I'm
I
saying
did
this.
I did get a
What
low
do
score.
judging with a feeling mean? How do you judge without
Oh,
a
here we
fucking
go. Here we
feeling?
go.
How do you
Because I
judge
was
without
told.
a feeling? Boy, go stand in the motherfucking courtroom and tell these folk that you ain't got. Look, what do you mean? Nigga, we could talk about American Idol. We could talk about fucking pick a poem. We can talk about anything. What judge doesn't do you know? Google the definition of judging somebody,
So
brother.
did you hear what I said? I said in
I
certain
heard
categories you can
everything you
judge by
said.
feeling. No, mm, 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 mm. Y'all funny.
Hmm.
Y'all funny.
Hmm. Nigga, are you mad that you're not getting 25? Brother, we're judges.
Bro, what
Your
I'm saying
every
is I don't
poem that
care
you
for the
write
score.
is
What
not
I'm saying,
perfect.
I don't care for the score. I care about the inconsistency. And it's not just with me, it's with every poet in this league. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so look, hold on, Pools, hold
You
on,
want
hold on. let me look at the ranking real quick because y'all saying it's inconsistent, right? Y'all saying the judging is inconsistent to all the poets, right? So let me give something. So let me go here. So who's sitting at top spot is True Poet.
All I'm gonna say is the
Hold
impact
on,
that
hold on, hold
everything
on, hold
changes
on,
every
hold
week. We
hold
don't
on,
know
hold
what
on,
to
hold
bring
on,
because everything
hold on,
changes
hold
every
on.
week.
Listen. My thing is this is how it's set up. I picked the judges because it's in integrity. I know they ain't gonna just go off of how they feel. If they got a bad report with you, they gonna give you a low score. Lady Crucible, you've been in the second in the top two since the third for 3 weeks. The fourth week come, you get a low score. Now we being inconsistent because you're not getting a consistently high score. Y'all cannot get mad because y'all are not getting a consistent scores all throughout this competition. You're not gonna get consistent scores because each poem is different, each judges is different. You have you have Minister Rock. Minister Rock was sitting at number 10. Now he's sitting at number 7. Is he gonna say that we've been inconsistent? No, he's not gonna say that. Because you know why? Because he's elevating. He picking up his stock. There's a lot of people in here that are not going to say that we inconsistent. Paul without apology. He came back and had a fire round. He scored a 96. Were we inconsistent in that? Because prior to that, he was getting low scores.
I gave that nigga a 13.
So look,
But let me say something, TK. Hold on, real quick. Where are the people that's giving us our props for even trying to do the right thing? Because for real, a lot of people have stepped their game up, and we had told them, we showed them. We just giving our little feedback, but y'all saying it's inconsistent. Of course, it's gonna be. It's a competition, and again, like you said, it depends on what you bring. And Nick, say that phrase that you said. If you got it, you got it. It ain't nothing. Nothing that you can do when you got it.
OGB Rich. He
Yeah.
don't even gotta say it. What I'm peeping is the poems that they read, where the certain ones that is saying we judging inconsistent, the poems that they read that they get a 22, 23, 25 on, they feel like they should come back with that shit next week. And they feel like they gonna get the same 25. Hell no. Don't nobody want to hear a motherfucker sing the same tune every week. On blood, what make you a 25 and perfect is when you come back with this shit, different substance, different subject every time, and you still getting that motherfucking scope. So if you feel like that you getting judged unfairly, nigga, you writing unfairly. Your poems unfairly. On bloods, you never gonna get a 25 from a nigga every motherfucking week unless you bringing a 25 every motherfucking week. Nigga, I don't know none of y'all. Man, y'all ain't fuck my bitch. Y'all ain't motherfucking stole no money from me. You niggas ain't killed nobody. I know, man, I ain't got no reason to be into it. Nigga, we judging this shit out poetry. You motherfucker, we got a nigga who come up here every motherfucking week and talk about a bitch pussy lips and think we supposed to give him a 25. Nigga coming through this bitch and talking about a motherfucker, talking about Donald Trump every goddamn week and think they finna get a 25. Motherfucker Impact, they stand in front of a dartboard every goddamn week and think they finna get it to man. You not getting no motherfucking 25. Y'all better take this 17 and cool out. Nigga, this prize for $3,000, $3,500. You motherfucker, the person that we judge and get this shit to that's gonna get that motherfucking paper better be worth it. You think you just get to sit on this motherfucking be cocky and pop it every goddamn week and that's gonna get nigga, I don't give a fuck. Nigga, I done blocked my mama. Nigga, my mama number blocked. Boy, we ain't hold no motherfucking man, I ain't being biased to nobody. Lady Crucible, the Red Dragon. I am the coach for the Red. Man, the only person I done talked to from the Red Dragons is Empress. On blood. We not going for none of this shit. Yo ass play, you lay. If it ain't no crack rock on blood, that's what nigga telling y'all. Y'all could have these battle rap judges and they'll crucify the shit out y'all ass every week. Nigga ain't on that. Nigga, y'all poetry is good. Everything not great. On Bloods, I said it 3 weeks in a row. Nigga, every rap song nigga ain't blew up yet. Nigga ain't rich. Boy, on Bloods, if a motherfucker thought every song I dropped was perfect, nigga, I'd be on NBA YoungBoy status right now. The fuck?
So
Nigga,
True.
I ain't sitting here crying, texting these motherfuckers, talking about, man, fuck that. Them record labels, them bitch ass niggas, them hoe ass niggas, they biased. Them niggas ain't judging me right. What the fuck? Nigga, I done hit B Rich up for paper, invest in this shit. Nigga, I done hit nigga, I been knowing TK for 17, 18 years. Bitch, that nigga been had money. I been would have said, hey TK, bitch, can I have this? Whoop this? Nigga, y'all niggas stop playing, man. When your shit hard, it's hard. If it ain't, it ain't. Nigga on blood. Ain't no excuses. Nigga, get back in that lab and get right. The fuck?
So True. I know you
Hey,
know who
Nick
E
Noah,
Hard
what you
is.
got to
So
say?
True. I know you know who E Hard is. So do you feel like she was inconsistent in how she graded you? And she's a battle rapper. I know you've heard her. So do you feel like she was inconsistent being who she is?
Honestly, so that's my thing. Like people don't separate their emotion from the actual poem or whatever. So I think she said something about she didn't like that I brought up the settlement thing or whatever. So now you judge, like, you took away. I guess you took away from the whole performance because you was focused on that. But I guess that has to do with the writing or whatever. I really,
No,
honestly,
true,
I'm over that.
true.
But
Q.
people like what they like.
And
Right.
that's what I told y'all in the beginning. This is for entertainment and to get us in a realm, in a field that we're not in acceptable. This is a learning process for all of us. We are supposed to be a team, and if it's a problem, like you say, this is what we need to hear. But again, it's all about respect. We trying to
Mm-hmm.
all get to the same plateau. TK put a man. Y'all don't know what everybody's sacrificing something, and I'm every week that I come through this thing, I'm putting the same amount of work y'all putting in, if not more, and I believe in what y'all are, and if I had a 2 million, 5 million, I already told some of y'all I got y'all back, and I already know all y'all superstars. Y'all are superstars, but y'all need to make sure that this is a job until we get all the way where we need to be. Once you get off this plateau and get the money you need, then you can say and feel however you want to feel. But as of now, we are just doing our jobs to get us out there. This is performance, this is promotion, this is entertainment. Don't take it personal, please. I mean, like TK said, this was supposed to be for us to say what we gotta say, talk our shit, but it's supposed to be entertaining, not where we going below the belt. That makes sense.
Right.
And that's all we want. I mean, and I'm not mad. I'm not mad at nobody. I'm not gonna yell at y'all. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna I'm not gonna entertain that negative energy because I know what it takes. I've been there and I'm getting back there. And I'm gonna get back there with all y'all if y'all do y'all job. And it's just something that we're trying to do. Not trying to do, it's something that we're gonna do, y'all. We gonna do this. And
It's a
it's it's
fact.
it's up to everybody just to play their role, keep doing what they do, and motivate and just perfect the craft.
Look,
Perfect
let
the
me say this,
craft.
Nick Nova. You
Yeah.
had 3 matches so far, right?
Yeah.
Did you feel any inconsistency in judging or grading your poem?
I've been in enough slams and I've done enough shows to know like everybody gonna feel something different from your poem. Like nobody,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can write a poem that everybody's gonna like. So I'm
That's a
not
fact.
performing to score in these rankings. I'm performing my shit how I perform, and
Mm-hmm.
what y'all gonna say about it is what y'all gonna say about it. Like this is what I do. Like I do this shit. So
Mm-hmm.
nothing y'all can say is gonna change how I feel about that. So
Right.
So consistent or inconsistent, that's not phasing me. I'm ready for next week every time. I've been losing. like folks is asking me how am I losing? I'm like, bro, they were liking the other person better. Like that's all it is. And I don't feel like that mean that y'all don't like me or y'all don't like the poem. I just feel like in that moment, that day, that man was better.
Mm-hmm. So you look, and the thing is,
as far inconsistent, nah, I feel like they're judging me consistently. Like I kind of hear from every battle what they're looking for from me, and they tell me like, so when I just performed and I performed a little different, be Rich grading me in a different way because I kind of projected more. Some stuff Pussy like from the first poem, my second poem was way different, and he graded me to that, and I can respect that.
And just like when your first match you was sitting down, I said I really didn't like you sitting down, so your impact wasn't that high. I didn't like that. So the thing is, and it's like that. I've been consistent with everybody. I've been saying the same thing, and I also been saying too. Yeah, you don't. I say it feel better if you stand up, but if you can deliver that shit and be impactful while sitting down, and it's like I can just like, okay, this is one of the ones. It don't matter what you did, you delivered the shit out. Like you made me believe, like you got me amp about it. That's impact. They had me up out of my seat, just like okay, ready to yell and scream. That's impact for me too. Because you sitting down doesn't mean like, you sitting. My thing is, if you sitting down and you got your head down, you continue just reading, I can't say that's impactful. If you sitting down, you engaging, you doing, all this other stuff, you really engaging to me. I like, okay, I can feel that, but I can't feel you sitting down reading your poem, and I don't even have eye contact. So man, like that's what I'm saying. Like it's only can be one champion of poetry life. You're gonna have to show levels. Everybody's not gonna be graded the same. Everybody's not gonna be the top 4 poets. It's gonna be a lot of people like, man, I should have. No, it takes 16 poets to make it to the playoffs. Only 4 poets gonna go to the Poetry Bowl.
And it's gonna be different judges through the year. I mean, it's gonna have some people that really are true poets that's judging. You're gonna have some high executive people that's dealt with poetry. Every week it's gonna be a different attitude or a different feel or a different type of judging.
Look, I got a Mo3 producer, Drop. He gonna come and judge some poetry match and stuff like that. Yep. He's legendary. So if he give you a low score, what you gonna say? Oh, he don't know what he's talking about. Like, come on, like everybody's not gonna get a high score. Everybody not gonna like the judge's score. When I did a poetry slam, they gave me a 3 out of 10. Shit, I like that made me do. I like, okay, what I gotta do to get back?
It be like that.
It be like that. I can't get mad at that. That's how that person feel. At that time, man, this person was talking about getting fucked from 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock in the morning, and then this other chick, she was talking about fat bitches, fuck skinny women, and they gave her all 10s. I'm like, the shit I was talking about was more potent than what they was talking about, but I still got a 3. The judges gonna like whatever they gonna like.
And I just feel like you can't act Be Rich and Pussy like they 2 different personalities, so they are gonna. Like their impact is gonna be different, and their believability is gonna be different because they 2 different people.
Look, and that's what I'm saying. Like y'all can't be so impartial about the judging where y'all lose track of what's the main objective is. Put your cup up one more time, Nick Nova. That is the objective. That is the objective. Pushing poetry. That is our main focus, to push poetry and make people pay attention to what we got going on.
And be professional poets.
And because I told y'all, every one of y'all are stars.
You never know who's watching. You never know what angle your money's going to come from. You never know what's going to happen. And like TK always say, it is always the season and timing for everything. And everything was supposed to happen the way it happened.
Look. And look, I'm proud of Lady Crucible. When I first met her in January, she wasn't spinning no poetry like she's spinning now. It's a lot different. Empress,
So
I'm proud of Empress because she was like, man, I don't know if I fit well in this competition. And look where she placed at. So I mean, people want to say, "Oh, y'all being inconsistent, y'all not." Look, y'all ain't gonna like all the judges. Y'all ain't gonna like all the scores. Shorty Rock been getting low scores, and she got up and performed, and she did her thing. She gave it everything, and still got like an 83. But she's not bitching and complaining about,
It wasn't an 83. It was a 75. Get the number right, sir.
Oh, my bad. It was a 75. But she like, okay, I'm on to the next week. I want to get better. But y'all people that's been complaining, y'all been the top 3, top 4 since we started. And y'all get a low scores now, it's inconsistent. Like, we can't do that. We ain't going to do the game like that. Because now you saying we're being inconsistent. I mean, from what I take it, we got an ulterior agenda against you. If we're being inconsistent with you, we have an ulterior motive against you. And we don't have no ulterior motive. This, like I said, is pushing poetry. I'm here to build y'all up. I'm not here to tear y'all down, but I will give y'all the truth. Did I feel like Lady Crucible could have did a lot better? I feel like she can spit that same poem and do a little bit better and she get a higher score. We had Beauty the Poet. We had K-Spaz. They had a rematch. They spit the same poem. They got an 80 and 81 the first time they spit it. This time they got a 96 and a 90 and a 93. It was different. So I'm not saying that, oh, your poem was trash. I'm just saying take a little more effort into your work. Take some pride into your work.
And sometimes you can't. Sometimes it is what it is.
So for the judges though, so do y'all feel like if you like the poem and you gave it and they only got an 80, do you feel like that's the same thing as liking a poem? Like that's what Crucible said. You said it was fire, but then she got a 3. Maybe that's what they mean about the inconsistent.
Well, I mean, just because the poem can be fire, but it's still different things that you do in your poem. Like, if your delivery is kind of off, the poem was still fire, but your delivery was off. I mean, two things can be true. So, when we congratulate y'all, it's no problem. There's no problem when we giving y'all high scores and everything good, everybody happy. But when people start getting low scores, that's when we have, oh, y'all being inconsistent, y'all not good judges, oh, y'all rappers. We wasn't just rappers when we was giving you 99s and stuff like that. So keep the same temperature. Because now I feel like what y'all saying, y'all have the integrity. Y'all integrity is off. Y'all inconsistent. Y'all not doing this right. And I feel like that's a slap in my face, and all the hard work that I didn't put into this for y'all to say, oh, your judges are inconsistent. No, we're doing exactly what I asked them to do. So, for y'all to say, oh, this needs to change, Look, this ain't easy. If y'all think this is easy, I want y'all to take over it. Look, hold on. Wait a minute. If y'all think this is easy, I can hand this over to y'all and let y'all run it. Because I'll be up since 6 o'clock in the morning. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'll be up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't go to sleep until about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. So for y'all to say, oh, y'all need to take the judges being in, because I talk to the judge, I talk to a lot of people on a day-to-day basis to make sure that I can get the integrity of this right. Yeah, a lot of stuff do need to change. This is the first year. We ain't gonna get everything perfect. Steph Curry don't hit 100% of his shots. And for y'all to say that y'all got to hit 100% of your shots is not fair. These professionals don't hit 100% of their shots. But y'all expect us to hit 100%. That's not right. I mean, I'm done. If anyone else got anything to say, hey, we can talk about it.
I'll say this real quick. Because I'm gonna go eat.
What we mean?
Hold on, True was talking. True, what's up?
So is I think so. We actually need to. Now that I think about it, we actually need to expect the inconsistencies because the judges are inconsistent as well. Because we getting different judges every week as well. So
Facts.
we just got to prepare for all different type of stuff and just go with the punches. And honestly, I don't care about the score that I got. It was more so the reason,
Right.
because I mentioned a settlement. Okay, cool. So like if you got some real criticism, like you didn't put the metaphors in there right, or like judging my writing or my performance, cool. But judging off of saying, the settlement. Anyway. But I'm looking forward to this next week because like y'all done turned me up and
But you know what though? True. Let me say
I'm
this
ready for
about that
Yeah,
settlement.
true.
But listen, let me say this about that settlement. That settlement was impactful. You know why it's impactful? Because Ehart went on the spaces and was talking and had a whole space. Well, she ain't had a whole space, but she brought it up in the spaces. We had a debate about it. We had a whole conversation about the settlement. So that even though she gave you a 3 for impactful, you got to look at what it led to. So yeah, she gave you a 3 impactful, but that was impactful than a motherfucker to have her to jump on the spaces and have like 10 people talk about Kobe. That's
Right.
because of what you did.
Right. So
So even though she gave you a 3, it was impactful.
Right. So, but that's the stuff I'll be talking about. But I'm looking forward to it.
So can I say something?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Lady Crucible.
So when you say inconsistencies, and don't get me wrong, I know it's gonna be inconsistencies. I know this is new, but now when y'all tell us the night before, be ready, we gonna start on time, and the person wake up, they got that enthusiasm, they got that fire in them, they ready to go, and then it's we waiting on 2 more judges, and then one judge show up, and then we still waiting on another judge. We now losing that fire within. It's like sometimes we lose that fire that's burning inside because we didn't sat and waited so long.
Okay,
And
so my thing is, I can't.
Even though, but my thing, you said, but wait, let me finish. You saying we got to be consistent, but we need the judges to either show up. If you show up on time, if we on time, we need them to be on time. Y'all want us to be consistent, y'all got to be consistent too. It goes both ways.
So I mean, I guess you missed everything I said.
That do put a lot of pressure.
Look, so I guess you missed everything I said.
I'm not saying that.
So what I'm saying is, like, yes, if I can control the judges and I can have 4 judges up there at all time, I would do that. But that's not up to me. Like I said, this is the first year of us doing this, and yes, it's going to be a lot of growing pains in this. So I'm asking everybody, okay, let's work together to make this great. Everything, I'm not going to hit 100% of the time. I'm not, I'm a great shooter, but I can't make 100% of my shots. It's going to be some times I miss. It's going to be some times I airball. But I just got to pick it back up and not worry about it, just keep it going. I can't concentrate on the 4 shots I missed in a row. The coach still want me to shoot. I still got to shoot. So at the end of the day, I still got to do what I got to do. Even though, I didn't have all the judges there, I still made a way that we can still get these scores done and we can still have the footage. So, I understand that it's not what to everybody's standard is right now, but we're working towards that. So, please forgive me. But, like I said, we still cooking. We still cooking.
Then you always want to play victim.
Yeah, perfect.
So this is all I'm gonna say because I'm gonna hop off because I'm rolling and I'm about to stop somewhere. I'm listening to the entire conversation. I want us to be cognizant of the fact that when we're talking about a subject of inconsistencies, we also have to recognize that we bring in different poems every week. So you're not going to get the same score poem to poem, just like there's not going to be the same judges. And a lot of times, as much as we might want people to leave their feelings out of it, Like if you go to a regular poetry slam, these judges are judging off their feelings, and at a regular poetry slam, you getting random judges. They're not given a rubric to score with. They just told, hey, 1 through 10, you know, 0 if it's the worst crap you ever heard, and 10 if it's gonna make you change your life. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got to say about that. After that, I just want to say thank you to everybody for participating. That includes poets and judges, because we wouldn't have a league without judges. Period. We wouldn't have a league without the poets. I just need us to be able to grow some thicker skins and be able to accept criticism. Just like the other week, I got an 80. I didn't like it. At the same time, it brought up to me where, yeah, there are lots of people who really like that poem and love that poem and it touches them. But for others, they don't understand, they don't get it. And everybody is not the same type of learner, everybody is not the same type of listener. So we have to look at that too. Like the next time I bring a highly metaphorical poem that is like an extended metaphor and I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff in it, I need to consider my delivery. Maybe I need to consider my audience. Maybe I need to figure out how to communicate that better. But I'm trying to use every opportunity I can as a learning opportunity, so I know how to approach different audiences depending on where I go, because I wrote the poem for a reason. I wrote the poem because it was important, whether I was just jacking around or whether this is, you know, a big point that I'm trying to hit. Both of them need to be communicated effectively, because honestly, y'all hear what I be talking about. I might be talking about some real heavy stuff, and then I have some poems that is just flights of fancy foolishness. I have to be able to land the joke just like I can land the heavy poem. Because if I'm doing a set, I can't leave people depressed. So I need to be able to end that set on a high note. So I need, if I'm slamming and you scoring me, I need you to be able to tell me, is it landing or not? And so, you know, that's what I'm here. I'm trying to figure out if am I a good communicator or not.
And you know what, Purpose? You know what you brought up, and it was amazing point. When they do random slams and they got these random judges, they don't have, you know, categories to judge you by. They just judge you freely as they must.
Right.
And that's I think that's what's been the difference, because we've been told, you know, we got these categories that we need to, you know, prepare for. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, cool, let's prepare for these categories. You know what I mean?
Okay, so like in poetry, don't all these categories matter in your poetry?
Oh yeah, for sure they do.
Okay, so it doesn't like it like on the cool, like it doesn't matter what poem that you choose. All these categories goes into every single poem. What
No, I
category?
agree. I
So,
agree.
so
And yeah.
so you know, like this the categories that I have is just to make sure, like, okay, if I continue to keep getting threes in my believability, what do I need to change in my believability? Or if I'm keep on giving twos or threes in my substance, what is that I need to do to change in my substance? This is a tool for us to learn and improve in categories that we're maybe slipping on.
Yeah, I appreciate the categories. I appreciate them more than 1 to 10, because it's not like in a regular slam you're gonna go up to every judge and ask them, okay, you know what I'm saying? You gave me a 9.9, but what's that 0.1 that would, like, you're
Right.
not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? No, actually, I take that back. I know people who do and have done it, but I'm just saying.
That's
I
fine.
don't know the way you is.
Like, you know, I mean, like I said, we all in this together. We all pushing poetry for our ultimate goals. So, you know, like, yeah, we gonna ruffle some feathers and a lot of stuff that's not gonna be liked and a lot of stuff is gonna be said. But at the end of the day, like I told you, we all family. At the end of the day, we all in this together. We all here for the ultimate goal is to push poetry. I'm not here to tear down anyone, to make anybody feel any less than or anything like that. I feel like all of y'all amazing poets. All of y'all have your own lanes. All of y'all superstars. But it's like, how we gonna get there? You know. And just like I said, this is to push forward to get people to notice that we are some of the most dopest writers in the world. True poet. That poem that he wrote was fire. You know, Kobe, that like it was so much into it, so many different levels of writing. Like I appreciate that. You know, even though some people might not felt the same sentiments, but everybody gonna feel something different about everything. You can't expect people to feel the same way about everything. Then everybody be robots. You know, we have our own feelings, our own emotions, our own thoughts, how we feel like things supposed to be going. But you know, like I said, all of y'all stars, it's just about y'all stepping into your calling. And Lady Crucible, I love your energy. I love your passion. I'm not mad. When you went at it, all of us and stuff, I didn't get mad. It was cool. I'm like, talk your shit. I ain't tripping because I like that passion because you're serious about it. And the thing is, that's what I want. I want somebody to take their poetry serious. It's okay for you to be in your feelings. It's okay to show some emotion because this is something that you care about. So I'm not gonna say that you was wrong for feeling the way you feel. You was entitled to feel the way you wanted to feel because that's your work. This is your essence. This is your energy. This is you. So you're supposed to feel some type of way. But at the same time, okay, cool. It is what it is. Let's go on to the next one. Ain't no time for a rematch. If you get a rematch, cool. But you got another point that's want to rip your head off. You think Beauty the Poet finna play with you? While you talking about a rematch, you think she gonna play with you? She like, oh yeah, go ahead and keep thinking about that rematch you want to do. See, I talked to Beauty the Poet. She want this. She not playing with this. She told me she's dedicated to it. She said she practiced on her poems 5 hours straight. So like, come on, like you know, it's do or get dead, slide or get slid. It's about what you gonna do. Next week is always another challenge. You ain't gonna get the same poet. You ain't gonna get the same, energy that a poet gonna have. So look, we just gotta get it together. It's cool, it's cool to have emotions. I want y'all to have emotions. Put that emotion in your poetry. Like you said, you can put pussy in one of your pieces. Put them in one of your pieces. Express yourself. Poetry is about expressing ourselves. Everybody not gonna get what we gonna get. The Bible, what's named the Pharisees, they asked the Messiah, why do you speak in parables? They asked him, why do you speak in parables? He said, this is not for everyone, but who understands. This is not for everybody. Your poetry is not for everybody. It's for the ones who connect with it. Some of these judges might not connect with your poetry. But it's the people out there, they're like, oh yeah, that was fire. I don't care what that judge say. That poem was fire. It's for that person that you reach. So stop thinking that, everybody gonna feel. No, everybody is not. They didn't feel Jesus. So why they should feel you? Let's just keep it a dollar. They persecuted. They spit on him. They hung him. And the only thing he was trying to do is do the right thing, spread the gospel, spread the truth. And they hated on him. They hung him. Do you think you greater than the Messiah? I know I'm not. So yeah, people gonna feel some type of way about your poem. Cool. Let them feel that way. If we gave you a low score, cool. Come 3 weeks later, come back with the same poem and deliver it a little bit better or deliver it differently. But you have to understand, you're not greater than the Most High. You're not greater than the Messiah. We're not perfect people. We make mistakes. We don't get everything right 100%. But this is Poetry Life Lead. Poetry Life. This is life. Like I said, look, I'm done. Look, I'm done talking. I'm done preaching to the crowd. Look. Be Rich, you have anything to say? Shorty Rock, Empress, Lady Crucible, what's up?
Nah,
Talk to me now.
like I said, I appreciate everybody. Y'all gave me a platform to talk my shit, to work my magic, and y'all my family. So we brothers and sisters, and we gonna fight. But guess what? You supposed to love your brothers and sisters all the same. There ain't nobody supposed to be higher than the next one. You know what
No,
I
that's
mean?
a fact. That's a fact.
And I thank y'all, and I'm gonna tell y'all every chance I get, and if I don't, thank y'all.
Look, like I said, each one I learned from each one of y'all. You know, it's all about what we gonna do with it. But look, man, we coming at that 2 hour mark, man. Look, we at the 150. Look, I appreciate you. Look, Lady Crucible, I'm finna hit you up. Me and you need to have a heart to heart. We need to get some things settled because we gonna have to talk. There's some things that we gotta talk about.
My mama told me not to talk to strangers.
Well, we ain't no stranger. Hold up. We got one more person. The poet has spoken. We can stay on here a little bit longer, just a little bit, because I got some questions I gotta ask him. And man, you just missed True. No, True, he just exited out the building, but I want to let's talk about it. Did you feel like it was an upset, or do you feel like it was well deserved?
I mean, I think they both going. I don't think it was. I wouldn't call it an upset. Uh, I think he should have definitely came with something harder than that going against me.
Talk about it. Talk about it. But look, your poem was fire though. Your poem was fire. Like all the elements of it. Like that's a different type of writing. I'm not gonna hold you. Like I
But
can appreciate the energy you
what
put in
though?
that.
You know what though? That's because it's more than just a poem. Like I actually lost that was my son's voice speaking to me. Like when I was doing the different parts, I was the father.
I felt that.
I
Yeah.
lost my son to gun violence because he followed my path into the streets. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I said what I said when the brother was like, it wasn't believable. Like, nah, that's something I lived for real.
Look, I mean, that for real. I mean, and it translate. While we on here, be rich. You came kind of like low score, in delivery and substance and impact. Can you touch on that real quick?
So, TK, my path and my walk of life. I've been around death, prison, the whole nine, and
Facts.
I was really trying to feel it, and I seen the motions he was making, but it went over my head, and maybe if I heard it again, I'll be more aware. But I understand where you're going. But like I was just saying to the to everybody in the beginning, I didn't understand or believe it. It just didn't catch me that time. That don't mean that I didn't think it was a dope poem or none of that. A lot of times when you can lose somebody in the first 5 to 10 seconds, and it's hard to catch somebody's attention when you do that. So like I'm telling them, and I'm telling you, and no one is perfect. And I said this before, no one can put a price tag on your poem, and nobody can really truly judge your poem. But this is a league, and you have to be ready whenever, however, to catch every person that you catch. So, you know, it's just probably wasn't my good day for him to be getting judged. I ain't gonna lie to you. I tried to pay attention. I was tuned in. I just I didn't catch everything that I should have caught. And normally I'm real good at catching everything. But I'm human too. So again, you said that was a personal poem, and I don't take nothing from you, brother. I apologize, but you know,
Respect,
you know,
respect.
you know what I'm saying. Like I told everybody, I appreciate everything y'all do. I appreciate y'all giving me a platform, and y'all my brothers and sisters. So don't be thinking that I'm trying to, pick on somebody or I don't have a rapport with you. It ain't nothing. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that.
I'm
But
gonna keep. I'm gonna keep
congratulations.
it up. I'm gonna keep it a bug with you. Like I've done a lot of slams, and I already know slams are subjected to whatever judges you are in front of.
Right.
And I always tell slam poets, if you get through the first round and you see the judges are judging a certain way, you got to be able to change up your style. So
Right.
you know that was in the moment. I respect everything that you said, and I appreciate that. So like we can move forward. You know what I mean?
Yes,
All
sir.
right. But
All
look,
the
I ain't
points are
gonna hold
excellent.
you. Look, E Hart, like we went on those spaces and she brought you up in the spaces like the poet that spoke. Like man, she was bigging you up. Like man, she said that poem was dope. Like she like the intricate, the three different personalities that you were speaking about. Like so like she was bigging you up though. So it was impactful. So
I appreciate that.
look, it did what it's supposed to do. I mean, I can't wait till it drops to Monday for the world can see it. Like, cause like when I say like that was fire, that was fire. Like I really was engaged in everything, and it was just the emotion that was in it and what you was talking about. And like you was talking to yourself, like
Yeah, real
like,
live though.
and the
Real
thing
live.
is, like I didn't wrote poems like that where I had to talk to myself. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah,
And that's some of the realest conversations that you have when you have a conversation with yourself.
flat out.
When you tell
Absolutely.
yourself that you was on some bullshit.
Yeah, you got
Like,
you
come
got to
on.
be able to face yourself in the mirror, man.
Look. And that's why I say that poem was so impactful. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, to me, like, True is the first round first pick, but that Kobe poem, it was fire. But this was a different level. I ain't gonna hold you. That poem was a different level. It has so many different elements to it. So
Yeah, actually, and I appreciate this platform too. That poem is actually being converted into a short film.
mm, fire. It need to.
Yeah,
It need to.
yeah,
It need to. I can see the visuals because like E Hart, she was like in the spaces on Twitter. She was like, man, I thought that he was really in the casket, you know.
that's
And she was
that's
like,
what's up.
and she was like, and thing is for E Hart to have that much energy about your poem and stuff like that, because E Hart is a writer.
Yeah,
She's a pen.
yeah,
So for her to acknowledge like that was dope, that was fire, like that, that's fire because she been doing this at the highest level for years. you
okay.
know, Queen in the Ring, URL, big stages, small rooms, big rooms,
Mm-hmm.
performed in front of thousands. Like so, when she said like, yeah, that was one of the ones. Look, that says a lot.
Yeah, I
I ain't gonna
appreciate that,
hold you.
man.
So man, look, you gave your ones and twos and stuff like that. Hey, you undefeated.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Undefeated.
I went and got that.
Don't you know that you're the only poet that's undefeated?
Yeah, I've been paying attention. We gonna we gonna try our best to keep it that way. You feel me?
Look, talk heavy. Like, look,
Yeah,
and you went against the best early.
yeah.
You went against Case Bass. You went against
Mm-hmm.
Nick Nova. You went against Beauty the Poet, and you went against True.
Yeah, that ain't none of us no slouches, but yeah, man, it ain't gonna do nothing but help my pen. You feel what I'm saying?
Look, look, and I'm telling you,
I
like,
can't
look,
wait for Saturday.
look, and it's gonna be amazing, man. Look, but shout out to you and everything, man. Look, man, we gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. It's
Just
around
go
that
ahead
2 hour.
and just go ahead and get that ticket ready for me. I'll see y'all in Dallas.
Look, hey, man, undefeated. The poet has spoken. He's in the building. 4-0. Hey, you gotta
Let's
talk
go.
heavy, man. Look, talk heavy.
Let's
Rank number
let's go.
two. Rank number two right now. You're in the number 2 spot.
All
You
right.
ain't that far from True. You're like 6 points away from True.
I'm just holding it right now. I'm coming for that number 1 spot, man.
The top of
Yeah.
let's get it. Like, let's get it.
All right.
Man, look, man, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for jumping on here, man. Look, Until next time, we're gonna be out. I gotta end this before the 2-hour mark so I can get my clips. And again, appreciate y'all, and let's turn up next week. And we out.
Get the money with you or with your not. Get the broken whip with it with the pot. Your corn, I invest up in the stock. Left everybody went straight up to the top.